Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching to Let's Be Aves-ing. Now, there have been many changes. Players have left, new players have joined. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We're about to kick off our season against Braga. Were they not the team that we beat in the cup final? I think they were. So, obviously big things afoot, but let's quickly show you what happened last season. So, we ended the season in 7th. So a one place improvement, but actually a 1 point drop off. So strange how that happens, but there we go. There was a brief period where it looked like we might be able to catch Benfica, but not even close in the end. So this year, in an attempt to boost our numbers, we have made some signings. Naval did get a win in the end. They had gone over a season without winning. Excuse me. When did they finally win? Was it like the last game of the season? Yeah, literally the last game of the season they won 6-1. Imagine. They lost all the other games except for draws. And also that went into their last season in the league as well. So there we go. Anyway, so here we are. This is this season. Now, our squad. Let's look at our transfers. It's amazing that I don't know how to get to that link still. So we have brought in a lot of players and we've brought out a lot of players. Let's go through them together, shall we? We've made £26.5 million this summer. That's because we sold Mensur Dalceski to Brighton and Hove Albion for a hefty sum. He's not playing very well there already, but that's the way it is. A good player, a consistent player, never really a spectacular player, but pretty decent. He has gone for £3.6 million. That's a lot of money. Even that on its own would have been good to just sort of help the club along with its money situation. But there we go. He actually weirdly made his debut for Austria in the international scene against Macedonia, and then got his proper first cap for Macedonia at age 24. As Macedonia. Anyway, we then sold Giga Mikava on a free. He's 32 years old. He possibly could have done another year, but I am not really convinced. He didn't do brilliantly last season. He had to play quite a lot, but that was mainly because he just didn't have... the player in front of him was injured a lot. So he did okay, and he's a good player, but yeah, enough with him now. I'm done with him. Won the league twice here, won the second division twice here with us, and the League Cup. So well done to him. And then we sold Ronaldo Pineda, a player who I signed for free and then has left for free. So good for him. We then also sold Noel Ritter on a free to Amcar, a good player. Probably shouldn't really have let him go. But only really was good in the second division, and then they actually signed him just before I managed to re-sign him. I was trying to re-sign him, but look at the amount of money he's on. We then sold Petros Charalabuos. He's gone off to Bologna for £700,000. So basically doubling our money on him, so happy with that. That's the kind of money ball I like. Them's the things be nice. We then sold Goran Nezovic. Unfortunately, we sold him for $2 million. That was because he had a very low release fee. But yeah, so we signed him on a free. A year later, we sold him for $2 million. I'll take that. I was trying to get someone to pay, because you can still sometimes make them pay more. So I was trying to offer him out for $7 million and get some money for him. And there were people interested in him. And when you see the transfer rumours, if they have a firm interest, it tells you how much they're interested in him for, how much they're willing to bid for him. And it was or there was a transfer rumour or something that said, Dortmund are willing to pay £9 million for him, and then they just bid $2 million, and it was accepted because it had to be, which was annoying. But anyway, off he goes. Goes with our best wishes. A decent season, conceded a lot of goals. Only got 5 clean sheets. Did I see that? Yeah. So yeah, not exactly a stunner. And so bye. We then also sold Oleg's License, a player who didn't really he's a good player, but he's not really a good player, but he's not certainly the player that we need because his crossing is 3. So I sold him for £1 million profit after 10 appearances. to PAOK in the Greek Super Division, Super League. Sorry, Super Division, the Super Division, and yeah, so he's gone. And I think a good bit of money there. 5 for 8, decent. Happy with that. The big one was João Teixeira. He's 18. I could have kept him. I could have chosen to keep him, but I thought I needed to get some money for him because I think his contract was running down and he wasn't going to re-sign. We signed him for 12k when we joined the Premier League. He played 2 seasons for us and is really good. You can see that. I tried to get more money for him, but this was the only amount that we could kind of agree on, 8 million. Like I was offering him out for 15. They would say 6. And anyway, we ended up negotiating up to 8. But so still, the money is worth it. The money has been reinvested in a good way, and it will help the club actually sort of stay above board. Speaking of continuing to go through players who I shouldn't really have signed, Viktor Viktorov, he played a couple of times towards the end of last season after I signed him for £700,000 from Sporting. But somehow, the 3 average appearances for us have persuaded Granada to pay £2.5 million for him to the Spanish top division. So we wave him away laughing as we count our money. 2.5 mil. He's a good player, a bit slow, and I believe he's not very good in the air, right? Yeah. So he's got some things. He'll be good for a mid-table side. Not for what we want, though. We also sold Georgios Georgiou, the player who I was trying to sort of turn into a right midfielder. Never really happened. He spent last season on loan with Olympiacos N, who are, I think, Nicosia, who are either in the Cypriot. Yeah, okay. So yeah, rubbish. Signed him on a free. Didn't really ever play very much. Sold him for $1 million. I'll take that. Good work, Ben. Then we got rid of Fernando Rodriguez on a loan to Cluj, so he's off doing that for 100,000. And we also then sold Danny von Barn for 3 million. Sorry, an increase from the 35k the club signed him for before I joined. Good servant for these 3 seasons, did very, very well, and then sold him for 3 million. I'll take that completely, and lots more money as well for him, so good. We also sold Eric Leon to Man City. I don't really understand why, but we sold him to Man City for £3.9 million, where he's done okay. They are much reduced from the Man City that you would expect. Hang on a second. Let's just check them. You see there, they are on a slow downward trajectory. Anyway, yeah. So he's gone off to the Premier League. So fair enough to him. That's the first player I think we've sold to the Premier League. And then we got rid of Kobayashi to Apoel in again the Cypriot League with £550,000 loan fee. So all in all, 26 million coming in. We then signed a lot of players, mostly for fees this time, 14.5 million in total. So the first player to come in, attacking midfielder Koulis Vasileu. Very technical, very creative, not very good at finishing, and I think that's why his thing looks a bit like that. But basically, he's a central midfielder. He's training. Oh no, he's not. Now he's training in his central midfield role. I should actually why he's on that I don't know. I must have had some wine also. I was doing that. Improving his tackling, but his technique is really good. He's going to be a central midfield player probably for us to take over from Teixeira and Daltieski. We then have Abdul Wahab Sultan, which is just the best name. Signed him for free from Bournemouth in the Championship. He's a good left back, can't cross at all. So, really should stop signing these players who can't cross. But we also need to defend, and he's coming in to do that. He's on quite a lot of money, but he's also valued quite highly. So I think we'll be able to move him on. He was FA Cup runners-up. He's also on the second division here, and he's got 102 caps for Bahrain, so that's nice. I'm hoping that he will probably be our second choice left back, and yeah, like I said, get some money for him. We then signed Chavdar, the Bulgarian Chavdar Ivanov. We signed him for free, was it? Yeah, from Litex in Bulgaria. He is good and will probably be our second choice goalkeeper, because you'll see who else I've signed. I think, if I'm not remembering it wrong, the other guy's better. So there we go. In on a free. Then we signed Alex Gray, right back from, where did he come from? Larissa in the Greek Super League. Australian, 24 years old. Pretty decent player, generally. I'm quite happy with him. Can't really cross again, but I mean, none of them can, so why would we even mention it? He's working on his first touch, apparently. I don't know why you would be doing that. I think that must be a thing that the staff have given him to do. Let's maybe improve his... What? He's got lots of like strangely low, like passing's poor, marking, heading isn't great. Off the ball, do we think he might want to have that? Hang on a second. Wait a second. Overview. Attributes. He's going to be a fullback on support. So he does, yeah, crossing is his worst one. All right, well, let's go back and put him on crossing then. There you go, Alex. Enjoy. So, yeah, pretty good. I'm not maybe sure that at 1.2. Well, you have to start paying money at this point. What my problem was, so I think I had signed, basically all these people I had signed in the middle of last year. And then I was like, there's no more free play. Like finding like a Daniel Rosic on a free is possible, but you don't get like a whole squad of Daniel Rosic's for different positions. So I thought, well, I have to sort out something I can do. And then I realised that if I could sell some of these guys for lots of money, then I could bring in some players who are actually good. Like basically we're getting to the point where the easiest way to improve the squad is just spend a little bit of money. It's not like I've spent chunks of money except for on one guy. So yeah, but it's just the way it is. Anyway, we then signed Nikiforos Panagiotopoulos. He definitely needs a nickname. He's 6'6", love that. Really good at all the defensive things. He's a bit slow, so apparently he's not working on his quickness at all. And he should be working on his individual training quite a lot. Yeah, why not? Go on. Anyway, really good player. Looking forward to seeing him don the boots. And he's only 20, so that's nice. Then there is Sandile Zokli, the other goalkeeper. He's the... is he better? They say he's better. I think he's probably a little bit better. Let's have a look. I think they're slightly different. Yeah, so hang on. Zokli is better at physical and in the air. Ivanov is a bit more eccentric, slightly better at shot stopping. So we have two good choices for goalkeeper there, both of them fairly young. Probably one of them will leave by the end of the season because they'll be pissed off, but anyway, good. We then signed Vladimir Simko from Birmingham City. Did they sign him for money? Yeah, mugs. He's, again, okay. Pretty good at most of these things, again, but he's terrible at crossing, again. I've got him working on strength for some reason. Let's go with crossing, shall we? Thanks. Then we've got Neto, who comes in. He's a centre-back / defensive midfielder. Not very, very good, but signed on a free from Villarreal. We can't really complain about that. He's on quite a lot of money. I think he'll do good as the kind of backup central defensive midfielder, basically. So he's going to be good. Then we've got a player we've spent some money on, Arnold Etundi. He's looking pretty good. Comes in from Victoria Pilsen, where he tore up the league last season. He's had some good years. Came through at Koton Sport. Has played in Hungary and in the Czech Republic. Now his chance to play for the big boys. He's not yet played brilliantly. He did score 1 in pre-season, but I think he'll be okay. He's left-footed as well, which is a nice change. So yeah, in the bus and happy with him. Andreas Andreu, another centre-back who's very good. He also kind of looks a bit like a right-back, but he says he's a right-back, but he's not. I think he's too tall and too slow, basically, to be a good right-back. Maybe we want to make him work on his passing. He hasn't got anything going on, so let's do that, so that he can pass the ball out a bit more. But yeah, another solid centre-back option. Hasn't played brilliantly so far, but he'll get his chance. That was him. So then we got Martin Orovec, who is coming in and training as a right midfielder. He can't cross. What the fuck is going on? He's also working on his crossing, but he is quick and good at sort of dribbling, basically. So that's the aim, is because you don't need to be a superstar player really in this league. So he comes in on for a little bit of money from Victoria Zishkov. Hopefully we can sort of mould him a little bit more into the player we want. and that goes for a couple of these players like Dusan Nedeljkovic. He's a central midfielder similar to the Cypriot guy that we signed at the beginning, whose name I've forgotten, but comes in from Gorodeya from the Belarusian top division. A good player, I think, and certainly one that can do a job. What we're finally doing, in my opinion, is building a better squad rather than just the first 11. So Nedeljkovic probably won't start, but he'll be certainly in and around the discussions. Then there's Galin Stanev, another one. I think he's also training as a midfielder. Yeah, he's training as a right midfielder as well. A bit more technically able to do that. He can cross slightly better, but still he's working on his crossing. Comes in from Teplice. They are from the Slovak League, right? No, Czech First Division, damn. Then there is Radoslav Parvanov. Parvanov is another player who I think is working and is becoming... Oh no, he's becoming a central midfielder. Very small, trying to make him get good at tackling so that he can sort of play that role. And yeah, I think we can sell him on for some money. We signed him from Slavia Sofia for 1.5 million. I think we can make a profit on him in the years to come. Then there's even more. There's Nana Aryi. He's a defensive midfielder or a right midfielder. I disagree, and you can see why, and that's because he's clearly a right back. So I'm training him to be a right back and improve his crossing, because at least he does actually have some crossing. And yeah, he hasn't played very well in that position so far because he doesn't know how to play it, but I just feel like we can repurpose him and make him into a good player. So that's what I'm intending to do. It will be the first time I've fully repurposed a player from a completely different position. Usually I will do like a midfielder into a right midfielder or attacking midfielder right to a right midfielder. But to go from a right midfielder to a defensive position, I think it'll be good. But yeah, he's working. He is working on that? Yeah, he is. Okay, good. And I want to get his new personal trainer. I want to get him on that quickly. Good. Nana Aryi. So that'll be fun to see how he develops. He probably won't start so much at the beginning, but certainly an option. And then finally, a decent-looking striker, Aljaz Serar, comes in from some Slovenians. No, he comes in from Deportivo La Coruña. Started his life at Maribor in the second division. Interesting. Anyway, 4.6 million. He's played okay in his first few pre-season games. He's a bit functional, like he's not very creative. He just will touch the ball home every time, but he has got 18 finishing, and he's okay in the air. So I suspect we might have some more strikers other than just poor old Mendonça and the terrible Carlos Pereira to pull up some of the slack for the goal scoring this season. So we're going to play against Braga now. Portugal won the World Cup this year, so we are in the World Cup winning country. It's good for us, I suppose. Now, here we go. We last played them in the. I was going to show you our pre-season games. Hang on a second. We've had a bit of a mixed bag. We drew 0-0 with Besançon, beat Gramaris Reserves, lost to Grenoble for 3-0. Beat this bunch of no-hopers, then lost to Ajax Athens, then drew with Leicester, which is a good result, and then smashed Valladolid. So strange set of results. Anyway, let's play now our game against Braga. You see the record, the record of Aves versus Braga is appalling. We'll have to work quite a long time to turn that around. Anyway, so let's go with Sandile Zokli to start. At the back, we're going to just. Oh, there's some players who aren't registered. Why is that? Oh, because they're not. Get in the reserves, you mugs. Let's also clear out this midfield, and we'll sort this out properly. Okay, so we're going to go with Etaundi on the bench. Why is he number 6? I auto-numbered them. That was stupid. I'm going to go with Etaundi on the bench. Sira and Mendonça can start. We're going to then move to defence, where I think we will have Vladimir Simko. Is he the best one? Yeah. So Simko will play. We'll have Andreu on the bench. We'll have Pinto on the bench. Let's go to midfield and just see what we've got in options wise. So Tigran King still here, looking good. Stanev is one of the guys who's becoming a right midfielder, right? Yeah, so Stanev. I haven't got there yet. This is the problem, so it's hard to tell. We don't need another one then. Orovich, we don't need. Parvanov and Vasileu, but Vasileu is actually going to play because Vasileu is the good one, right? Yeah. Is he training to become a central midfielder? He is good. Okay, and then left midfield, we've got Papuashvili, so therefore we need to... Have we got a defensive midfield option? No, let's put in NATO then. Okay, good. Actually, but NATO, is he as good even as Fevzi Dogan? Let's just put Fevzi Dogan in. So that's the side. I think Panjapatopolis looks good. Johnny Parkhouse. Johnny Parkhouse not as good as Andreu, so maybe let's do that. Yeah, let's definitely do that. Okay, good. Johnny Parkhouse, I think, is our captain, so that's good. Squad numbers given to 2 players. Stanev, you can have number... No, he can have number 8. Stanev, you can have number 38. Lucky boy. Okay, so not the best game to really kick the season off, frankly, although, what is that formation? Everyone's going to make their debuts for us. Ricardo Mendonça needs only 2 more goals to become the league's record goal scorer. The club's record league goal scorer is what I meant to say. We also have a new defensive midfielder. I signed a Brazilian guy on quite a lot of money, but he's a lot better in terms of tactics than the guy before was, even though he helped us obviously win the league, win promotion and the cup. I just felt that he couldn't give us like proper tactical instructions. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Sultan crosses first time. Tigran King to Vasileu. Tigran King again, but Moran gets there and clears. Oh, that's a lot of moustache to get coffee in now. Proper, like, what was it? It's called a tea strainer, proper thing like that. It's disgusting. Ball comes in, terrible corner. And coffee is now dribbling everywhere off of our moustache. What a mess. Oh dear, it's a reality TV show here. Oh, come on now. Chris Garner. Okay, Chris Garner scores. It's annoying. Oh, that's rubbish. With that stupid formation as well. Alright, whatever. Papuashvili, Sultan. Ball comes in, Mendonça. Oh, Mendonça just had to head that home. Mendonça's really good. I was looking at his stats. I mean, I can show you his stats, but I haven't. Tigran King. Oh, and Pancha it scores a goal. Yeah. Header on his debut. Immediate reaction. Need to give him a better name. I'm going to call him Pangaea. What number is he? 30. Interaction, set nickname, Pangaea. Okay, there you go. Pangaea with his new nickname. This is going to be fun. There's going to be plenty of nicknames in this side, I think, because there's a lot of players who I can't say the names of. Munoz to Zushen. Interesting. Woof from the Dog of Luck. And Papuashvili straight away into Syrah. Sultan gets in there but loses out. Garner running with the ball, shoots from absolutely miles away. What a madman. They're obviously playing with number 12 at centre-back, which is fun. Here comes the ball in. Ivanov gets there. Nice. Hang on, I thought I changed it. It wasn't going to be Ivanov in goal. No, it doesn't matter. Syrah over to Mendonça. Mendonça, great touch. Oh, it's a good tackle. Mendonça back. It's gone. Vasileu. Tigran King. Oh, he has his shot saved. Tigran King scored an absolute stunner in one of the games. Well, maybe that was on camera. I can't remember. Oh, it might have been on one of the camera things which weren't recorded properly last time. Yeah, that's a shame. He scored an absolute, a couple of absolute stunners last season. A very good player. Ivanov forward. Mendonça doesn't get there. Jose taken out by Juarez. Oh, it was a good save. Sultan clears and Frick leaves it to go out for a throw. The good luck dog woofs trying to give us some luck. Juarez has been in. Oh no, someone oh no, yeah. Ghana injured him. Sorry, Ghana got injured by Juarez. That's funny. Pangier to Sultan, Papuashvili, Syrah to Mendonça, still going. Oh. He thought we were going to get in Tigran King there, but it was a good bit of defending to intercept. Juarez now to Ghana. Ghana tackled, nicely done. We're looking a lot better defensively. There's a little bit more of a whip to all of our tackles. Mendonça causing problems. The two sides going level after a well-matched first half. That's what I like to see. We did actually beat them when we played. So at the beginning of last season, we had a very strong start. I think we won the first 3. And one of those games was a home game against Braga, which I think we won 2 or 3-0, which gave me overinflated hopes of the season. Andreu Simco shoots, and it was terrible. But yeah, which was then handed back to us when we lost 5-2 at their place later on in the season. But then we got the ultimate win, a cup final win over them. So suck on that. Ghana turns and shoots, misses. Frick. Pangier clears. Frick now. Neubert. Oh dear, yes. Vasileu. Ooh, nearly a dangerous hole. Oh, it is still. Sultan gets in the way though. That's good. And they force a corner. Shukrun. Tigran King heads clear, but only as far as Ghana. Shukrun again, and he was offside. Okay. Good. They've started the better this half, but that doesn't mean anything. Moran. Vasileu. Oh God, get it away. Good. That was a dangerous little bit of goalkeeping there from Ivanov, but whatever. Moran to Neubert. Jose Munoz. Oh, it goes into his arms, and it's 59 minutes. Let's make a change, or at least let's consider it. I think Tigran King will come off, and Simcoe's not playing well, but we haven't got anyone to put on instead of him. Sultan is playing good. Andreu is not playing greatly. Let's bring on Johnny Parkhouse for Andreu, and that'll be the first 2 changes of the season, and then we can always change one more. Ivanov forward. Sirad tries to get in there. He's caused a foul. Don't get sent off on your debut. Okay, just gets reprimanded. No yellow cards yet this season, but also this game. Shukrun. Oh, Ghana. Sirad again. 2 fouls in 2 minutes. Oh. That's annoying. 2 tackles, 2 fouls, and then Bragas go 2-1 up. That's annoying. We didn't even get to change our players. We hadn't even made our changes then. That's okay, fair enough. Sultan to Papuashvili. Sultan in, but doesn't get there. Pangier, Vasileu, Simco, Stanev to Mendonça. Mendonça. 64 minutes gone. 67 minutes gone. Sultan to Juarez. Back to Pangier. Parkhouse. Ivanov. Sultan. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay, that's poor. Right, I'm going to take off Syrah. Oh no, Vasileu is not playing well either. What about if we did Pavanov coming in for him? Frustrating. 2-1. The game seems to have frozen. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're with the ball again. Mendonça. We have to, I guess I have to accept that there's going to be a degree of us finding our feet now that we've signed all the players. Mendonça, lovely stuff. Goes past Cias. Puts it in the middle maybe? Okay, wins a corner. Could have easily crossed it for one of our players, but no, never mind. Simco, great tackle. And it's now a throw-in for us. 75 minutes gone. Come on. Oh man, okay, take as much time as you want, Papuashvili. So I hate when it does that. It makes you watch him walk over to it and then doesn't show you the throw-in. Stanev, ball comes in, Parkhouse doesn't get there. Stanev with the ball, taken out by Sofroniu. He's going to get sent off, I think, here. Yeah. So we've got 10 minutes against a 4-4-1. Can we get a goal here? Oh, Parvanov's shot was deflected wide. Stanev's ball comes in towards Parkhouse. Also number 30 was nearly there as well. Pangia for a second. Goes towards Parkhouse. Pangia does win it back. Oh. Shall we go overload? Oh, in the seconds it took me to click the overload button, it went to 89 minutes. Okay. Papuashvili, Juarez. The ball comes in. Oh, Caballero makes a good save. We've got 3 minutes, and no, we don't. Yeah, there we go. A 2-1 defeat to keep our feet grounded at the beginning of the season. I have no fear that we'll get relegated, but we've got to try and get into that top 6. We need to get some European football in to up our budget and to up our reputation, because the board doesn't have enough money to build the stadium. Apparently they can't expand it. The only option I can ask for is for them to rebuild it, which is not the best one because it means that it takes ages. Like if they were expanding it, they could just add 10,000 seats on it or whatever. But if we need to rebuild it, it will take a couple of years, even when we do finally get the funding for it. Yeah, so annoying, but never stop looking for ways to improve our team. Okay, so we'll do similar to last season. I'll be back for any kind of cup finals or semi-finals, or if I can actually fucking record them. If not, we'll be back for some of this kind of... Basically, we'll be back at the halfway season. Probably not Braga again, because we've played them a lot in the last videos. But maybe just after that, one of this run of form there should be quite good. That should be a successful period. The one before it, possibly not so much. But yeah, we'll be back for some games around then, and we'll discuss the current state of the club and any new transfers. But yeah, see you in a bit then. Have a good one. Bye.